All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Shatterdaze with Venom 420. I'm Venom 420. We have a panda right there, and there's a Ziggy always around as well. Hopefully, everyone's doing good. It's been, another week for me, another day gone by. Things have been going okay. Shit's been all right. Staying busy, staying active. No time off, no rest for the wicked, I believe is the term I'm looking for there. But hopefully everyone's been good, healthy, wealthy, all the above. But we are not going to fuck around tonight. Coffee's already getting cold. Billy Bong, how's it going? Smokehouse, what up, dude? Hello, everybody. Up, do you see some wagging tails? Do you see some tails of wagging? She doesn't like the guitar, but she likes to hop off. Well, there's a dog here anyway. There's a dog. There's a dog. There's a dog. All right, dog says hello. Phoenix is her name. Come here, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi to everybody? Oh, well. All right. So, dogs are doing good. Dog, I should say. Dog is doing good. Cats are doing good. That means I'm doing pretty good. Billy Bong, going good. Yes, hopefully everyone give yourself a little shout out. Let me know how shit is. Let's get a little roll call going. Hopefully you are all doing good. It's the best we can do is hope well upon each other, right? You got one more good vibe going out to you. So here's to you guys. We're pulling on some mystery chronic that my friend grew. He grows a bunch of strains, and he didn't know what this was. So it smelled like, I don't know, like an old school gumdrop kind of thing. And it caught my nose. My nose caught the attention of this strain, the mystery strain. So not bad. We're smoking on some of that tonight. We got some hash. I don't remember what type of hash I'm smoking on either. So, but we got some hash, and we're about to do a dab. Let's get right into it. Spinning the wheel of dabs. I just got a shot in my arm, and it kind of is starting to feel. I hope it's starting to feel anyway, right? All right, there we go. So the wheel spins round. Where it lands is what we smoke out of. And it looks like we are on the old 6-shooter. Something I haven't gotten in a long time. So this stuff does tend to go out pretty quick. Darren, peace, brother. Peace to you. Peace to all of you. Hopefully all is going well. I've been staying busy with the band mostly. And I actually don't play the guitar in the band or the bass in the band, but I am in a band. That's been good. Next week, there will not be a Shatterdaze because I'm going to be doing a show next Saturday. The Merry Metal Christmas thing at a place called the Squire Lounge, which is a pretty cool place. So I think I was talking about this on one of my last couple of Shatterdays, but there's this place called the Squire Lounge. I actually went there when I was a little baby because my great aunt used to babysit me, and she would take us there because that was like her hangout spot. So it was kind of neat going back there. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing a show at this place called Squire Lounge, and my mom's like, yeah, you know the Squire Lounge. You used to go there as a baby. Anyway, the new owner is this guy named Spencer. He's also the guy who drew our logo for the we're trying to see maybe of him drawing up one of our mascots. We're thinking about drawing up a mascot for our band, and he's good. But he did draw us a what is it? Let's see if I can show you a picture of it. He drew this awesome dead Santa, and it's pretty wicked. His name's Spencer. Yeah, let's see if I can find that shit. But we did a show there, and we set up our own show, and it's pretty cool. Nice little place. But that's where I'll be next week. I would say I'd do a live stream of it, but I haven't found a good way to get the sound off of a live stream onto these from doing live shows. It's just too loud and gets fucked up. So something I should look into is how to do live streams with that loud music a little bit better. I have a nice recorder, but it gets a little complicated when you're going into fucking YouTube. I'd have to broadcast through like OBS or some shit like that. And then my computer fucking really doesn't like running OBS. So, all right. Got no coffee here. Put you down. Setting my hair on fire. That's gross. All right. All right. Let's fucking get rid of that. So, burn off anything that touched my hair right there and probably tastes like crap. Yeah. Grab that 6-shooter, which hopefully shouldn't be too hard to grab. Let's find out though, huh? All right. Oh, there's so many bones. All right. All right. Oh, Artisan, how's it going? Finally made it, huh? Well, good to have you. We are busting out this guy, which is a little dirty, but it should be fine. And since we got the old slurp on there, we might as well use it. Fuck it. Won't hurt nothing, will it? I like using a little panda with this one. Seems to work quite well. So we got our panda cap. Or even, actually, it's about Christmas time, huh? I think this Christmas one will work even better. There we go. All right. It's going good. That's good. That's what I like to hear. Hopefully everyone's has some positive news going on in their life that's getting through all the negative shit in their life. So I can't believe I just burned my hair. Oh well. Surprised I don't do it more often, to be honest. All right. Put some water in this guy and we'll do some DMs. All right. Slurp up some terps. There we go. All right. Now, new chair. I don't know if it's better or worse. It's got a backrest and armrest, but I don't really like it. All right. So we are going to slurp some terps with the old terp slurper. Now, I have a video on how to use this thing, but it's quite old. So the thing with that thing is, at the time of using it, I gave it the best, my how I feel like it was originally intended. When they first made these, they didn't have all the pearls and shit that they have now that spin in the center and like around here and shit. They have a bunch of different shit, which is cool. And one thing is sometimes it's not best to have an open carb cap up here. You actually can use a marble or one of these, which has no airflow. It just blocks it because it already has some opening here, and it'll be fine. There's a couple other little things to it, but like I said, most people are like, you don't even know how to use it. You don't have pearls in it. I'm like, dude, the time that video was made, pearls were not a popular enough thing for anybody to really know. Uh-oh. Maximilian Allen. Hope that's your real name. Alan Maximilian. Dabs up. It's about that time. That's what we're about to do right now. I just wanted to put that out there that maybe I'll do another updated version of this with maybe a nice banger and some terp pearl set, because my friend can make those. I have a couple friends who make blow glass, those damn glass blowers. And terp pearls are super easy. It's usually a pill-shaped marble, and like a couple spheres. So, excuse me. All right, let's get to work. We are dabbing on some wax today, and it is good wax. Cannot remember the name of it, but it's actually pretty danky. Pretty danky for some wax. So, we'll get this lit up right away. So, I still personally think the best way to do these, I'm not a big fan of terp pearls or dab pearls, or really I kind of have held back on inserts a lot too, which I used to use a lot of those. It's just extra work in the end, I've found, and they don't really, they stir up your material and you get more even smoke out of it. Yeah. But then, instead of being able to pour the excess, anything left over into this little jar, save it for later, or do whatever with it, it's just in there. It's hard to clean, and you have to get a little, I don't know, it's just extra work that I don't personally want to do. So, there is that to keep in mind. So, I don't love using terp pearls. That being said, I have yet to use terp pearls on the slurper, and they do look fun with all the different shades. That's pretty much what it is it adds something to look at a little. For the most part, that's about all I can see. Now we're just polishing it off. There we are. Now, one thing I like to do when I'm using this size with one of these slurpers is to use quite a big amount in here. My goal is to actually fill up this dish a little bit so it slurps around and it's actually percolating the material. That's originally the way I knew of a terp slurper. It wasn't because you had pearls in it. Like I said, a lot of the people who comment, they're like, you don't even use it right. You don't have pearls. I'm like, the pearls were long after these had already been around. That being said, let's get to it. I like to hit this one quite hot because of the amount I'm throwing in there. So I will take this. That's pretty good. And we will take this big ass slab here, and we will cheers it up because it's fucking Shatterdaze, and I love you guys. See, that's how I like to do it. You'll see it all pulls up at the bottom, and then I can actually see it kind of rotating through. It got hot in here fast. Woo! Water after that. Woo! Yep. I'll put some hair on your bubble gum. I feel like this light never quite does the justice to the rips I take in here. It's very diffused from every angle, so it just doesn't come up well. Artisan. Woo! That was good. All right, drop some affirmations on us, bro. Boy. No comprende. No, I'm just joking. I'm fucked right now. I ain't dropping shit. No. There we go. I actually just woke up from a nap too, not too long ago. So that was a wake up there. But oh yeah, she's concerned. Fuck. All right, so that went okay. Good way to start the night, I guess. Clear the rest of that out. Now, while it's still hot, yep, I like to pour some of this out, which I could get some more rips off this, but if you couldn't tell, probably don't need it. Let's pass. And we will pour it onto a paper because that's how I like to reuse this stuff. And it's hard to do this with terp pearls. Fuck, try not to cough on it. All right, there we go. Bam, bam. Bigelow. Cool. Got most of that out. We will wipe down what we didn't pour out whilst trying to breathe. I haven't done a big dab in a long time. I do dabs all the time, but they're pretty tiny. Ah, man, I have to go blow my nose after that one. Well, that's okay, I guess. This one's actually one where Q-tip helps. Don't usually use Q-tips. I use paper towels just because you burn through so many of these Q-tips. But for getting in there, that is much easier. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. Good night. No, I'm just joking. Let me go blow my nose after that. Fucking 5-minute coughing spree. All right. Boom. Good night starter. Just keep that there for now. One second. One second. Oh. I think I'm gonna get more stoned off of the fucking lack of oxygen from coughing that much, or the increased amount of oxygen I'm taking in from coughing out constantly. Well, that'll do it anyway. Maximilian, where are the cats? There's a giant fluff ball right next to me. And Ziggy, don't get me wrong, I love him to death, but I'm glad I at least got to dab him before he's usually right here. It's also very warm. It was like a fucking almost 80-degree fucking December day here in Denver, Colorado. A little bit hot for this time of year, and it's a little warm in here right now. So she's here. Ziggy, I'm sure, will be around. I try not to bribe them in here, or they never leave me alone. focus on breathing and living. I don't get to play the guitar much or the bass much anymore. I don't have much free time. I used to play it a lot in the morning, but it's hard. It's hard to find time to do a lot of stuff. Music's where I have a lot of fun, though. It's my hobby, both listening to it and just thinking about it. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm going to bed at night and I'm getting a little anxious and shit, sometimes that happens. It hasn't been bad in a long time, which I'm very thankful for. And this is one of my keys to doing it. If I start feeling a little anxious and I'm thinking about some shit, I've always had things to think about that take my mind off of bad stuff. It doesn't work too much like when I'm hanging out in the day, but usually when I'm asleep, I'm like, okay, that's what does it. And it's always been uh, skateboarding is a big one. I think about skateboarding in my head when I'm sleeping. So one of my best dreams I've ever had in my whole life, for me, was just being able to skateboard really well, right? And like I could feel like it just felt like I was really there. You know what I mean? It's a very lucid dream because I almost it wasn't like I could tell I was dreaming, but I could. I obviously was dreaming, and it was very close to it. So I was dreaming, but I could skate very well. Any trick I wanted to do, I could just do it. There's a stair set there, I could just do it. And I kind of woke myself up by like, so I like ollie, and that's like you stomp your back foot and slide up your front and like hop off that back foot. So I'm doing something or any trick. That's basically a pretty descriptive motion for all of them. And I realized I'm doing that in my sleep. I'm like jumping. It looks like I'm having a fucking like fucking season out. But I'm like, no, I was just like jumping in my dreams, and I'm like so into it that I woke myself up to it. But anyway, that was one of my favorite dreams ever, and just skateboarding has always been a thing. Also, if I'm like getting car sick, I would think I'd look outside the car window and imagine skateboarding tricks on everything. You know what I mean? That maybe there was somebody or me or just something, not even a person necessarily, and doing tricks, so I'm not thinking about throwing up because I used to get car sick bad. So skateboarding in my head was huge. And then music is another one in one way or the other. But it's a little harder to think of music without, I don't know, it's a little different. Max, nothing but a rhyme and a board. No shit. Skateboarding has always been this weird, relaxing thing that occupies my mind, and it's super. You know what I mean? Okay, I almost never feel more alive than when I'm skateboarding. And I feel like this happens in a fight or like in adrenaline. This is probably what skydivers feel and shit like that. And it could be that's why I like skateboarding is because I can get my thrill. And it's usually I have never really hurt myself skateboarding too bad. Not too bad. I mean, I've gotten pretty hurt, but I'm okay for the most part. And it's for on an average day, I don't fly off of ramps. I kind of do some smaller freestyle stuff. That's more my thing, and just ride and transitions and shit. And sometimes you do just fall on your ass, but like I said, I feel very awake and alive. And that's another thing in concerts. When I used to go to concerts, I get really into music. You just feel very alive. And when I was young, it's this moment of invulnerability, and you feel slightly invincible, like you feel good, and I'm glad that I was able to live through a lot of those feelings. Some people fucking literally lived in those. I just touched them every now and then just because I'm not like an athlete and I've always been kind of stuck doing my own thing. I feel like I don't know, there's just those moments, and feel like when you're young, you have that a lot too, where you just don't think about your own mortality or anyone else's for the most part, or you shouldn't if you've had a healthy childhood. And it's just one of those things that also, again, when I'm getting anxious and stuff, I can kind of fall back to those things as like, oh yeah, I do fucking like. There are things in this world that aren't too bad, aren't there? Yumi. My husband twitches in his sleep. I woke him up to ask, and he said he was playing Halo in his dreams. See, it's whatever you're thinking about a lot. When I used to play video games were there a lot. Um, that makes sense. It's whatever you're. See, and that's one of the arguments about sleep. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to argue what dreams or sleep truly is. But one of the arguments, everyone's heard it. Dreams are a way of breaking down things you've seen throughout your day and throughout your whatever. And I think there's some merit to that. What it is it's kind of like your brain is a computer. It's very easy to make an analogy between the two. And when you're sleeping, it's kind of like you're sorting through everything you saw that day. And in that day, you've also thought about everything that's ever happened to you, or you could have. If that day you were thinking about the past and just thinking about things, whatever you were thinking about. I can't articulate myself well right now, but that comes up. That was part of your day. You know what I mean? It's not just what you saw that day, but what you felt and what you thought about and what you were thinking about. Then at night, your brain processes that and says, okay, what goes in the junk drawer and what fucking goes into the save and what goes into the wishy-washy area. What, we don't know if we want to keep it or throw it away area. And instead of having literally a file cabinet or something like that, like the movie Dreamcatcher, it's more of a to put into story. And then you have these dreams around it, and it's all based on things. And they hooked up people throughout the day and would teach them things. And then at night, those people would have the same exact brain activity as what was going on when they were trying to learn things. So again, they're thinking that dreams have a way of being a way to accept files that are important and memorize things and repeat actions throughout your dreams, which is why if you can lucid dream, it's possible that those people are like twice as productive because you can actually solve problems thinking about you can control your dreams and make these things that are on your daily conscious mind a part of your nighttime excursion. But it also can cause people having a feeling of never actually getting any sleep. So that's weird too. All right. 1986 Juggalo to a 1987 one. What's up, dude? Not much here. I'm just here hanging out again. Maximilian, troubleshooting. Yeah, yeah. Are you talking about sleeping and dreaming? Now, I don't know if that's what I feel. I also feel that dreams are kind of elusive. They're very elusive. It's kind of like talking about your consciousness or something like that. Don't get me wrong. It's a very convincing illusion that we're all living in if that is the case, but I would not be surprised. You know what I mean? If none of this is quite what we think it is. I don't know. I feel like we see things that are representations put together in a way that we can actually comprehend because we can't exactly comprehend, things outside of our own dimension. It's possible. I don't know. You know what I mean? There's just it's kind of like the fact that there's a lot of different wavelengths that we're not seeing at this moment, but that doesn't mean they're not there. I feel like there's a lot of different dimensional wave lengths going on in the same area that we're in, and we just don't visibly see them. But that doesn't mean they're not kind of there. Seems like the most elusive things in this to find out in this world are the ones that are hard to see. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean they're not there. Gotta go, artisan. Have a good evening, and we'll roll up for you. Yep. Shit's been pretty good. So hopefully everyone's good. You stay good, dude. We'll see you not next week. Next week I have a show. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to this one. We also, as a band, signed on with Ground Zero Promotions, which is a promotion company I've heard of, and just seeing like just following a lot of local Denver bands, especially recently since I've been, fucking doing shows and stuff. You meet a lot of people, make friends with them, and follow their band and shit. And then, you see that name quite a bit around here. So we have at least signed on for some part-time affiliation with Ground Zero Promotions, and they're cool guys. And we're doing a whole bunch of shows. We have a show even in Casper, Wyoming. So if I have anybody watching from Casper, Wyoming, or somewhere in Wyoming close, I actually have shows coming up. I'll be out there, and it'd be awesome to see somebody and hang out. And I don't know how legal pot is in Wyoming, so that'd be good to find out before I go, huh? I probably shouldn't have even accepted that show until I figured that out. But all right. So let's roll up. I finally catch my breath. I'm finally back to breathing halfway normal after that big ass jab. But I feel fine. I feel good. It's worth it sometimes. So much crap on this table anymore. All right, Max. What flavor of flowers here? So this is some mystery dank that my friend grew. It's good. So he had quite a few for sale, and honestly, it wasn't the best one, and I think he was trying to tell me that, but it had this smell that I was very into. Um, no huge nugs. I kind of took, like the smaller nugs fall to the bottom, I've noticed. So, but there's this smell, and it smells like kind of gumdrops, but a certain type, like maybe grape, but not grape. I don't know. But very awesome stuff for the most part. Not. I also got some of his stuff called some black-eyed Katie. Sorry, it's kind of a weird name. He's had it forever, and it's one of his favorite strains, and he always keeps it around. So I actually have a cut of it right now, which I need to let grow a little bit, and then I'm going to take a whole bunch of clones off of it, and then grow some plants off of that. I need to start growing again. My last grow went to shit. I just was very overwhelmed. I had started seeing my grandma again over the time. I waited until I was, vaccinated and shit like that to see her again because she's 91. I know. I hear you. There's a kitty there. So anyway, I started seeing my grandma and taking care of her a little bit more, and I was just always there. I started the band up. I started in a band. They have been around for a minute. Look at the panda. Look at that panda. Yeah. Why don't you just hang out right here with me? Yeah. There's a panda. So anybody not acquainted with the most fuzzy, she's the softest kitty. She's gotten very big. She's a big kitty now. A very healthy kitty. Big kitty now. She's just the softest, sweetest thing. So cats, that's another thing that helps get me through the night. And that puppy that you saw briefly, I think. But she just is the sweetest thing. The only thing that's hard is I live in a very small space. Overall, I mean, it's lucky. So I own a trailer, and it's a 2-bedroom and 2 bath. And the way it's set up is there's a bedroom on one side of the house, bedroom on the other side of the house, kitchen, front room, bath. Like it's separated out. But anyway, my cats and her cats don't quite get along, and they're just kind of separate half and half. And yeah, gets hard with all the kitties, is what I'm trying to say. I have five cats in the house. I just don't have five cats in this side of the house. Yeah, it's just rough. Cats are very territorial, and yeah, it is what it is. That being said, she seems like she's content to just hang out right there. Cheers to you guys. Still trying to breathe, I tell you what. But shit's good. Also, with the band thing, I think we have like at least 9 or 10 shows coming up in the next 5 months. So it's like every other week for the next like 5 months we have shows. A couple of them out of state. So hopefully I'll be able to get around more and hang out and do some bring up my laptop, get like a mobile transmitter and do live streams and shit from other states, probably in hotel rooms, getting blazed and trying not to get kicked out. uh, yeah, right now I've just been pushing hard on the band and work because I got to pay the bills. And pot and mushrooms fell on the wayside. Even my garden kind of fell apart, just my normal eating garden. So gotta get back into that. I was also really injured. I've been getting a lot of shots recently. Cannot talk after that dab. I tell you what. I'll tell you what. All right. Got a lot of shots recently. Steroids and shit in my neck and in my fucking shoulder and injections or whatever. And starting to actually feel better. So that's good. And now I have to start working out again, getting back into shape, losing a couple of those pounds I fucking put on being injured as fuck, not doing a goddamn thing. So, uh, but I always notice that everything starts getting better when I start working out again, getting positive, writing lyrics again, getting into music. Like I said, positive things that keep me from, I don't know, kind of getting anxious about how fucked up everything can get so quickly. A very uncertain future right now in a lot of senses. And what I found is when you're really uncertain of should I do this or should I do that or whatever, I end up not doing a thing and my life just stays the same. I've had my job for 15 years. Same place for 15 years. I've switched what I've done there like 3 times over those 15 years, but always pretty much I was, you know, always in. Now I've had the same job for like 7 or 8, so more than half of it is in delivering. But I've done a bunch of shit in that place, and I'm like, fuck, man. When you don't know what to do besides what you got, you end up just kind of staying in the same routine, and it's hard to break out of it. I feel like that sums up a lot of things in America where it's like we're so comfortable with how our same routine. It's like, yeah, it could get better, but it could get way worse. So let's just keep up with it. Can we just keep up with it for another 50 years, like of normal, somewhat normal? We haven't been able to, but you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how it ends up feeling. That's been my job, and that's been a lot of things in my life. I feel like a lot of reward in having a little bit of a not, I mean, maybe it's bravery. I don't know what it is exactly, but just having that courage. That's more it. Having just a little bit of courage, courage to do things that are a little bit out of your comfort zone. What is it? Life begins at the end of your comfort zone, I believe is the saying. It's kind of true. I don't know. Uh, I just try not to ignore the fact that life can be a very fleeting and very short and have a good time. That's why I try to roll it big, do some big dabs, kind of live on the edge a little bit. I'm not big for saving up, unfortunately. I'm big for living it up. Uh, just because I feel like everything's so goddamn temporary and like everything could suck tomorrow. You know what I mean? Everything feels okay right now, if you ask me. It could be a lot worse. And that's saying that with a lot of shit going on. But I have a very optimistic point of view for me, for being such a pessimistic person. I'm able to kind of pull through usually. And like I said, I have some good hopes and thoughts for the first time in a long time. These kitties and that puppy, they really help me feel like shit's okay. You know what I mean? Taking care of them also puts an importance in my life and makes sure I'm putting fucking food on the table and for them. And yeah, I'm happy. So hopefully you guys are happy too, because you guys make me very happy, and doing this show is really important to me. Bunch of crazy ash flying around like Pompeii in this bitch. All right. Well, I think we are officially ready to take another dab. If you guys are. I don't know if you guys are doing dabs this evening or what you're smoking upon, but whatever you're rolling up, loading up, torching up, as long as it's not fucking hard drugs, because that sounded bad with the whole torch. Don't do drugs. Anyway, uh, yeah, roll up some weedage, load up some dabbage, and we will smoke. And we will also, I think we're going to, I don't know if it will work. Let's see. Leo, what's up? That's what he said. And then I agree. Yo, what's up? Is what he said. And I said, what's up? How's it going, dude? We are going to listen to some music here in just a second. And we are hanging out, not doing a whole lot. So hopefully we can get the levels on that working decently. And we'll go with that. All right. Leo, I'm going I'm going great. I'm gonna hit the bong. Well, that sounds wonderful. This pot I am smoking on is very sticky and it goes out quite quick, if you know what I'm trying to say. I should probably leave that jar open, is what I'm trying to say. Let that air out just a little bit longer. But we are dabbing on something. It was pretty good considering I took a pretty big hit. I fucking died for a minute. But cheers to you. Cheers to everybody. Yeah, man. Staying busy. It's the key to a lot of things for me. It's been keeping me out of trouble for a long time. Yeah, well, a smoke really saved my life this evening, but hey. All right. Let's spin that wheel of dabs and dab upon whatever the wheel tells us to. All right. What are we thinking? Oh, gosh. Ah, man, it is going to be a rough, rough, rough night with that one. Got the old boomstick out. That is the dab and the bowl at the same time. Well, I thought I was coughing before, but it's about to get fucking real up in here, is what I'm trying to say. We'll do it. We got this. It's still only 7:20. What's going on, and how did I end up here? Said wanted fly bird. It's a good question. Um, my usual guess how you got here, if you're actually asking, Max Fire, wanted, uh, would be you watched the hash making video I made. Leo, I'll hit a dab right after my bog rip, or I'll hit a dab after my bog rip. See, got that dual action. This thing's it's wicked, but the two things is it's the two things are it's very dirty and it's fucking. I mean, it's a ripper even when it's all cleaned up. So, but we'll get going. I'm having a good time. I miss doing these shows where I get fucking completely blitzed and then fucking end the show. And usually I want to eat like so much fucking food and like, yeah, I had an amazing lunch though. So that helped. And then I took a huge nap and then I woke up and did this and I got fucking trash. So here's some coffee. That's officially cold now. That's almost gone. But yeah, cats, dabs, joints, friends. What more could I ask for? It's good night. I do still love doing this show, and I wish I could do it more. So when I get a chance, I do it. But I don't know if I should just do them Saturday is still a good day. It's pretty much my only day off. So consider that too. I spend my one day off with you guys when I can. Right now, it's hard finding a place to rehearse with my band. We've had to find a new recording studio, and we still haven't had a permanent place to go. So we're renting by the hour these recording. They're not recording studios. They're jam studios. So you go to these places, and the last one we went to, you get an app on your phone, and you like hit the fucking button on your app, and it unlocks the front door that night. You know what I mean? And only one of us get it, and it's 5 people in the fucking band. So you have to have that guy fucking opening the door all night. It's like, oh fuck, man, that's kind of crazy. And then you go into this place and there's just a whole bunch of doors, hallways with doors. There's a little table and a greeting table, but no one was even there that night. So you just go in and again with the phone, you open up the next door that's numbered and you get in, you rent your number and by the hour. And I think it's like $20 an hour, something like that. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe I'm not guessing less. Could be more. Uh, and you go into this place, and there's already a bunch of amps, and there's a mixing table or a PA system where you can plug in a microphone, and there's usually a drum kit. Uh, and you can bring your own stuff, but then you have to like move everything aside, and if I can set up your stuff, and then move it all back before you leave because you're renting this place, and you got to make it exactly the same when you leave. Is kind of the rule. Um, anyway, it's just an interesting way of doing it, and it's kind of cool. It kind of works out. Some places are bigger than others. Some are pretty small. The last one we went to, the one that you open it with the phone, that place was actually pretty tiny. The room we were in, it's a 5-piece band, which I've always known that 5-piece bands have a lot of ups and downs. The more people you have, the more potential you have for spreading the word and getting friends to come and see us. Because if we all invite 2 people, there you go. You know what I mean? But there's also the actual aspect of a lot of the places we play are pretty small. We have some bigger shows coming up. Like the bigger the stage we have, the better a show we can put on. Because all of us like to move around, except for the drummer who would probably go upside down if he could. So, all right, let me get this shit going. And I'm gonna play a song from our ship, and we'll jam out to that. I feel bad. I'm trying to reach over the cat who's sleeping right here. Oh, there it is. At least it's like the closest one. Oh, and I put an adapter in there and stuff. Smart me. All right, cool. Other than the fact it's super dirty, super nasty, I gotta wash it out real quick for sure. At least rinse it out because I don't know how old that fucking water is. Um, it is a pretty awesome piece. You got your dual chamber with your bowl and your dabber. I'll put a dab rig on that one. There we go. Let's do this one. Wish I had a clean one, but I'm a lazy bastard, apparently. So there we go. So we got a dab, we got a bowl. Dab bowl. Let me set the joint down since it's going out all the time anyway. We're going to have to clean out this bowl, which that kind of sucks. Then we got to load a bowl because this stuff is super old and I'd rather not just choke to death on that. So there we go. So that's dumped. Clean this out. Load up the water. A lot of work when you're trying to do a dab bowl dab. Looks dope. Juggalo, weed, CBD. I could do that. I have some CBD. It's not a bad idea. I'm not in love with the dabbing CBD, but I don't hate it either. This one, now that I've had the second brand, where is it? I think I put it up here to just like have on display because I don't really smoke it. There's your puppy. There's your puppy. You want a papa? Come here. Hey. I don't get no love. You just walk around me like I'm not here, huh, puppy? Come here. Why don't you say hello? Say hello to our little friends. Come here. Come on. You're fine. You walked right by her the first time. Now she's afraid to walk back by. All right. I've tried CBD a few times, and CBD alone doesn't work, says Leo. Now, so I don't disagree with that, but I've been going through a lot of pain management. My shit's fucked, son. No. Come on. Come here. There's a girl. There's a girl. Oh, don't be scared. The cat always has to get in the camera when she's around. Anyway, so I've been to a lot of pain management places and shit like that, and yeah, I just been dealing with that shit a lot. And the whole thing with CBD is it's not that it's ineffective. It kind of works. It works okay. It's better than a lot of like it's like for instance, I get a lot of like it's not icy hot. I think it's called Samba or some shit like that. Something with like something close. And I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. That fucking, it's like a balm that heats up. You know what I mean? And I've noticed that the CBD ones are a little bit more effective, but for the price, I'm like, fuck, I can't afford to. If I could afford to, I would have a crazy amount of kind of like vitamin, like supplements. You know what I mean? I think that mushroom supplements, I'd probably be taking turkey tail. What is that? Reishi. I'd be taking lion's mane. I'd be doing fuck. There's a few other things, but I'd also do a lot of hemp seed oil and shit like that, and it just kind of builds on. And then like I'd have uh, CBD products for all these things. You know, everything from lip balm to facial wash to fucking shampoos, conditioners, toothpaste. You know what I mean? You could CBD the fuck out of everything, and then even dab it. I just don't know. At some point, it does kind of feel like you're just throwing your money into the wishing well and hoping for the best. And every time you feel good, you can say, "Well, that shit's working good." All right. Leo, yeah, I mean, I'm aware it can help for some things, but it's not working for me, and that's what I meant. And that's true too. And I feel like some people, and I question that, how I would feel if I didn't smoke pot at all. Buddy, I just need to clean out the bong. Oh, here's Ziggy. Anybody who's wondering how the Ziggy was, this is my little guy here. He's got to be like, fuck, man, 18 or 19. I don't have an exact birthday on this guy. I don't remember. I should. I had an ex-girlfriend who I was living with, and like a week before we broke up, maybe like within a month of us breaking up and her getting out and never talking again, us never talking again, uh, she had this cat, and she brought over this little palm-sized fucking kitten, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this cat's like, where's its mom? Like, this is too small to have a kitten. And it was little Ziggy. And when she left, I'm like, you know what? You could, take all your shit, go, and like, let's. It wasn't a good split by any means. And I'm like, but I'm like, and I'm keeping the cat. I'm keeping the kitten. And she's like, okay, yeah. It's like, yeah, because you can't take care of shit, and you know it, and you had never had any intention to. And I'm like, yeah. So keep this kitty. This kitty's it's my cat now. A lot of cats I've had, I didn't necessarily make the choice to get them, but I've taken care of them, and now I'm so attached to them, I couldn't imagine not having them. You know what I mean? That's kind of what happens. Where I didn't intentionally, Leo, damn. Yeah, right. So Mr. Ziggy here, and he's been the weirdest cat. And I know everyone says their cat's weird, but he's been a very eccentric cat by even people with weird cats standards ever since. You know what I mean? He's one of those cats where like we forgot to put the treats away like on top of the fucking fridge or something where he really can't get it anymore because he's 19. He can't get up there. Uh, or at least he really shouldn't, and he knows better than that. But put him in a place where he could get like up on a table. He fucking knocks that shit open, gets the fucking lid open, and all the cats. And then I didn't realize it till the dog was back there munching. I'm like, "What are you munching?" I'm like, "Of course he fucking. You can't leave fucking shit around this cat." You know what I mean? He used to go like he probably would have on this table, like this dab mat here. He was obsessed with going under them and fucking like knocking shit off. Like so, like we had a kitchen table fucking cloth, and he'd be under there fucking doing circles. I have a picture of him doing it with somebody. You know how cats like to play if you like bat at them through like a blanket or something like that. They don't know what it is. They just fucking go crazy. So like he would be going under the fucking kitchen table and be like, "Are you good?" And he'd be freaking out. He was just nuts, man. He'd be climbing shit at the vet's office when we take him. They'd be like, holy shit, your cat's up on the fucking thing. And they're like, we get cats who do that. Yours is one of them. So, peak of life. You love dogs? Had you any before? Man's best friend. So, oh, she's cute. So you guys see, if you saw what she was playing with right now, she's playing with a joint uh, cat toy on the floor, and it's hilarious, especially in this room. And I'm smoking a joint, and adorable. Very, I should, if I could, I'd take a picture of that. I should. I don't know if I can get it very well. And I can't really see her. But anyway, I had one dog when I was growing up. Oh God, she's holding the joint perfect. Can I zoom in on that? All right. I'll show you some of those pictures if any of them turned out. Um, anyway, I had a dog when I was really young. We used to have German shepherds, so I guess I had two, and I barely remember the father, um, which was Shadow. His name was Shadow, and he was a short-haired German shepherd, and he was cool, but he got an ear infection. I barely remember. I had to be very young, like 3 or some shit like that, maybe 4. But he got an ear infection, and he became violent. And I kind of remember him snapping at me, and I'm like, I love that dog. What's going on? He's barking at me. Obviously, he wasn't my dog. Then we got his son. We kept. Oh, there's my puppy. There's my puppy. Hey, you want to say hi? There's Phoenix there. Let's jump forward fucking 30 years almost. No. And now there's this puppy, and she's the best puppy ever. Look at that puppy. She's gotten along with the cats a lot better. Hey, you want to not just have your butt right at the people? Huh? You want to not just have your butt right at the people? She's like, no, I want my butt right at the people. Let you sit down or something, huh? There you go. That's better at least. All right. So now I have. My girlfriend has been living here. I I don't know. She's been here a while, and she had the most amazing puppy with her, and her name is Phoenix. And I have got to foster father that puppy for the last almost year now, and it's been great having a dog again. And I love dogs. I used to be a dog person, so like I said, there was Shadow, a German Shepherd, and then his son, which I got, which was Midnight, and he was a giant floofy one who had colorings, I'd say, similar to her. You know, he was a traditional German Shepherd, but she's got the brown. She has like every color in her. But anyway, uh, and I love that dog. But then my parents split when I was 10, and that dog stayed with my dad for a minute, who pushed it off on his mom for a minute because he was in between places with the split. And then the dog did not do well, got cancer, and went to live with these people who actually took care of a bunch of dogs that my grandma knew. And they had German Shepherds, and my grandma couldn't take care of that dog on her own. So unfortunately, I never got to have that dog for the full span of his life. And now I got this puppy here, but there's a puppy right here. Long story short, love puppies, love cats. I love all animals. I just don't personally go out of my way to own them. But when the opportunity arises and I can justify it, or someone else has them, like I said, my girlfriend, she had this awesome pooper. Oh, some little pupper, pooper, pooper, pooper. She's like, don't say that. All right. This awesome dog here, and she had three cats, and the dog has been a lot easier than I thought. She did really well. This cat right here was a rescue kitty that I got from underneath my shed outside. So, uh, but wait, I can't see. Is that Butt Stevens? Stevens Butt? Cats rule. I'll say Stevens. Stevens. Cats rule. I'm a big fan of cats. Obviously, if you didn't notice. I guess that is funny that I'm wearing the cat shirt. And now I got both cats up here, but yeah, they're a little bit easier for me to manage and take care of because I'm not at home a lot, which even they hate. Like if you can't tell, my cats are super clingy. Like they're not like some people's cats that aren't that way. Every cat's different, but 90% of the cats I've had, like 99% of the cats I've had, 90% of the time too, that want to be on my lap, hanging out, seeing what's going on, no matter what the fuck I'm doing. To the point where if I'm writing something, they're literally knocking the pen out of my hand. If I'm playing a video game, they're doing the same. If I touch the piano, my cats, both of them, are running on it. Like they're like, "Is that our call? Does that mean we should run around on this?" If I'm doing videos, like editing them for this show, they fucking have to be on the keyboard. They're just, they're very cat-like. um, I like dogs for different reasons. The dog's a lot easier to take with, and I wish I had a life where I didn't have to go anywhere or do anything that didn't involve a place where I couldn't take my dog. You know what I mean? That seems awesome to me. Cat would be cool too. It's just that's even more improbable. So my goal would be to have a world where my dog could go everywhere with me. You know what I mean? She she's great. And she's the perfect size where she can kind of go everywhere. She doesn't quite have a coat that works, but you throw her in a coat. Right now, she has this awesome little tie dye hoodie, and it's dope. And it's fuzzy, but she does have to bundle up if it's really cold out. But right now, like today was absolutely shorts weather, like almost 80 degrees in Denver. In what? It's fucking December 4th. So fortunately, not much to worry about here in the Front Range. But yeah, dogs are great. They're a little bit more high maintenance, I would say personally, but there's a lot. I've always thought one day I'm gonna have another like a pair of dogs, even like the dog that you just saw, Phoenix. I love her and I consider her my dog. You know, like I said, I've been living here and she's been I consider myself her foster father. Like I said, I think that came out well. There you go. Now you're safe again. Um, meow. I know. I feel like that's awesome, but I didn't know her as a little puppy. She was adopted as well. Even her mom adopted her after she was already, I forget how old, but she was pretty young and pretty small. So she's known her for a lot longer. But you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how I would like to get dogs ever again because I'm not a big fan of buying from breeders either. So there's that. Uh, I don't know. Time and space will find a way, but I always hope to move up to the mountains and have a couple of long-haired German shepherds again. Would be wicked. Did I just smoke you out? I'm sorry if that's what did that. But now I can get up and load up this awesome thing, which I've been talking about forever. I hate kicking off the cat. You know what I mean? And I'll show you this sweet cat toy that the cat was playing with. I think I got it last Christmas. So I've had it for almost a year now. Oh, and there's a puppy. Bam! Look at that sweet thing. Woo! She was over there playing with it, and it was adorable. All right. There we go. Oh, I am. Only a fat joint. Yeah, that actually did turn out like a little fatty there. Thank you for sticking with me while I did that. Let me kill my last of my coffee here. Switch it out with my water, which I probably should have refilled, but I'm going to save that for after I do this massive hit. I'll see if I got a good picture of her playing. She was holding it up like perfect. Had a couple pictures where she was playing with it. Look at that one with her tongue out. Nah. She's all passed out with the joint. Eh. All right. All right. Perk of life. Friend had a python for 4 years, and then one day he got away because it was. Oh, wait. But one day he gave it away because he was sleeping in his bed, relaxing, and the snake came in to bed next to him, fully stretched out to measure if he would fit in her. Uh, yeah. Hey. Oh, there's another kitty. Are you sure you want to be here for this? Come on, hop up if you're gonna do it. Come on. You can hop up one more. There you go. Good. Why don't you have a drink too? Right there, drink. We'll both choke up. Or is that the fat joint? I'm guessing. Yeah, that'd be a fatty. You want a big old fatty? He's like, no, I'm not that interested. She loves this thing, though. It's a fucking awesome gift. All right. So now we can get to business. Let's load up a bowl, even though this is a little rough. This pot helps out. All right. So, oh, there's a puppy. Oh, she's all bundled up. Antonio, I am new, but take a fat one. Oh, we'll take a fat one. This goes out to all the fucking stoners out there, new and old, and viewers that I have. Whatever. We're about to. I can't get choked up on that joint. The joints are my intermission, my hanging out joints. This is my time to get super stoned and smoke a lot of weed. I do like doing Shatterdaze for that. Always nice to catch up on how everybody's doing. Uh, let everybody know that I'm still alive and hanging out. Uh, if I had it my way, I would probably do 2 streams a week, every week, if I could, which I would like to find out how to do again. But it's a little hard. My idea was to do 2 a week, and one of them being a game night. So, Kenzie, if you're ever out there, ever watching this, I don't know if she's going to watch this episode, but the next time she's out there, I'll remind her. We were going to do maybe like a. She knew how to do it a little bit better than I would. I would think like I don't know, some type of fucking live streaming thing where I could put her on a screen. I could do that. It's just my computer fucking kind of sucks. I didn't think it did. It cost enough money. It works just fine for basic movie editing shit, software, and music. Music software doesn't really require all that much uh, that powerful of a machine to run it. I mean, not really, just some plugins, and I don't use too many anymore. And so I don't know. My computer just kind of sucks. Again, OBS would be the way to do it, but I had an idea to do a, a board game too. That was my other idea: is set up, move all this shit off, set up a board game, have someone sitting here, have someone sitting there, me here, and then you guys actually get to play. You know what I mean? Like roll the dice or make a move for you guys, because I think that would be possible, right? And then just have you guys vote on what the actual decision is for everything. You know, if there is a decision. I don't know what game. There's got to be some. I've seen tons of stoner board games. Leo, that would be really dope. Because I'm like, right? I mean, technically, with a you could be a four-person, and all of you guys could technically be player four. I'm like, why wouldn't that work? I'm like, and then there's a bunch of stoner games I already kind of have, but I had already thought of this, and the two big things is I don't have a lot of stoner friends. I got a few more now that I have the band because they all smoke pot. I'm just joking. It's legal. That bong right there, you see the giant condemned to burn bong? That's we bust that bitch out on fucking stage. So we I have a couple stoner friends now, but it's hard to find people who can come over when everything was all fucked up, play the game and all that. But I'd like to set it up again. I still don't know if because they got to come all the way down. But it'd be a fun idea, and I got to find a good game. I want a new game too. Peak, have you heard of? Had you heard cannabis may be significantly increasing your risk of heart attack? Do you think it's true? So I don't know. I know Kevin Smith, his doctor swore he's like, you'd be dead if you didn't just smoke that joint. Uh, and then he lost all that weight. I remember hearing about that. So I mean, there's definitely, if nothing else, conflicting stories. So here's something I can say from personal experience as a person with heart problems, right? So not heart attack necessarily, but what have you. I was diagnosed about 10 years ago, somewhere in there, maybe a touch more, it's probably a touch more. Time flies. But I was diagnosed with a prolonged QT syndrome, which means I had just an irregular heartbeat where, kind of step ba bump, ba bump, ba bump, ba bump, it would go ba bump, ba bump, bump, ba bump, ba bump, just be off a little. And sometimes it just was sometimes, it's not a good thing, you know what I mean? And I'd been smoking for years at that point, I'd already been smoking for 10 years or whatever. Been diagnosed with that. Cuts 10 years later, where I've been dabbing all the time, smoking pot, like I'm smoking pot with you guys right now, all the time. And I just went and got an EKG, and I told him, I'm like, my dad did not had heart problems. His dad died of a heart attack. His uncle, so my great uncle, that would be, um, or whatever, he died of a heart attack. They all died in like their 40s of heart problems. My dad did too, although it was also brought on, self. It was more complicated, but actually, I don't know how much a healthy heart would help, but the point is, his heart wasn't healthy to begin with, and so I told him all that, and then you got like, okay, let's get you rechecked up, and I just got checked, and they said, yeah, you're good, you're clean, you don't, so they said that even my prolonged QT syndrome had gone away on its own. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. How did it do that? And they're like, well, what they told me was that's what I'm talking about. Prolonged QT syndrome uh, can be a symptom can be a symptom of God, I got so much hash on my hand now. God, see. Well, you go down here because I'm gonna be lighting up a torch. All right, so it can be a symptom of doing medication. They're like, if you're doing certain medications, it can give you that. Can give you a prolonged QT syndrome reading. And I'm like, well, I wasn't on any medication then, and I'm not now. So I don't know. They didn't exactly give me a reason why it went away, but I will say I smoke a lot of pot, and my heart has gotten healthier over the last 10 years, apparently, than it was then. So that's a good sign, right? And I'm not living an incredibly healthier lifestyle or doing anything different, or my diet hasn't significantly changed over those years um, necessarily. So I would have to say, in personal experience, my heart has responded well, but I also eat decently well. I try to stay decently active. And yeah, I eat a human heart every Halloween, and that seems to help keep longevity, you know? All right. I got to clean this thing. Uh, where did I put it? Oh, there we go. All right, so let's torch this thing up. Sorry, there's a lot of fucking work to get this one going. So there we go. Actually, we got one right here that'll work. That being said, I sure hope it doesn't cause any heart problems. Now, to be 100% honest with pot, the worst part about it is that we smoke it. It- the argument you can make against almost everything negative about pot, about weed, marijuana, THC in general, is it can cause, it's not good to smoke things usually, pretty much ever. Vaporizing is better, which is different though. Although I was just choking and coughing for like 20 minutes. I wouldn't recommend somebody with a serious ailment ever do that. So there's that. And then I'm like, so there's that as well. And then it's just, so smoking can be bad. Okay. But you can ingest it. You know what I mean? There's other ways to take it. You can do tinctures. You can fucking like, uh, I don't know. There's other ways to do it. So at that point, it's just really expensive again. Everything gets really pricey. And it's harder to dose usually, I think. I feel like if you take a bong rip, you know what you just did. If you eat a brownie or two, you're like, let's see what happens. And that feeling of let's see what happens can freak people out alone. So, all right, finally ready. Let's do a dab bong bowl. There we are with this dirty bitch. The old double barrel shotgun. All right. Don't know why I have it set up for the left. And one thing I've learned is tie it back. Oh no. So peak of life. What is your favorite part of any South Park episode? So I think you can see Professor Chaos, Kenny, Cartman, Chef. I am a South Park fan. So right now we're rewatching all of South Park, which I've done a million times. Um, we are now on season 15, and we started from season 1, episode 1, and just worked our way through. We're on season 15, almost at season 16. Maybe we are in season 16, beginning of it. Anyway, um, I have seen up to, I think, season 18 or 19 at the most. I think 18. And I kind of just stopped watching. I don't have any channels of TV. I have Netflix. I have no way to watch new South Park. You know what I mean? But I now I download a whole bunch a while ago because I thought I wouldn't even have the internet there. So I made sure to download a whole bunch of fucking shit and buy a bunch of stuff. South Park was one. I got everything up until the pandemic episode. We are not quite there. We have a while, but we burned through South Park because it's only half hour and I can watch that quite often. You know what I mean? I have a half hour usually. And it's one of those shows I don't have to really pay attention to up to this point because I've seen it a million times. Uh, I don't know how I feel about the new ones coming out, is what I'm trying to get up to. I saw a little bit. I've only seen two. I saw a 30-second trailer and I saw a picture. And the picture I saw gave away more than I wanted to see, just because I wanted it to be a reveal in the show. You know, I didn't want to see it through somebody posting it on Facebook. So I should have watched it sooner. Um, that being said, God, favorite episode of any South Park, or part even. That is hard. We quote South Park quite often in this house. Um, God, I couldn't even tell you. I think up there, and this is between me and my girlfriend and other people I've known throughout my life, being friends with them and whatnot. And yeah, my ex girlfriend, even, same thing, is probably the Kanye West singing Gay Fish. That song he does is probably the best. And the fact that in real life he got so pissed about it, and it's just the best thing ever. The motherfucking gay fish. Yeah. Uh, in the grocery store feeling like a whore. Yeah. That one probably takes the cake. Up there. It's up there, which is crazy because you wouldn't think about it, but I've known multiple people in my life and who would agree with that, like I said. So that I'm trying to think me personally. I don't even know, man. There's so much. South Park is one of my favorites. And I live in Colorado, so I feel it a lot. My girl can't talk. My girlfriend is from fucking Crested Butte, Colorado, and it's literally like the smallest, tiniest town, literally in the mountains of mountains. Like it's fucking like it's beautiful and it's amazing. But I can imagine that South Park hits fucking hard up there. You know what I mean? Like they literally are pretty much in what like they're describing, especially the early fucking South Park episodes when it's like a podunk nothing fucking down. It is. Uh, yeah. And I've been to South Park here, which I don't know. I can't exactly remember what it was like, but I've been to South Park, Colorado before. I think it's a tiny little town right outside of Boulder. I can't remember. It was a long time ago, and it wasn't that. It's not like what it is. But South Park just was always missed a lot. And now they own Casa Bonita, and I went to Casa Bonita when I was a kid. So like those episodes, certain things in South Park mean a lot to people from Colorado. You know what I mean? Casa Bonita was one of those things where I'm like, yes, I went there on a fucking field trip when I was a kid, and it's neat. We were talking, my band was talking about going to Casa Bonita for like a band trip. Like we were going as a band to Casa Bonita, and I'm like, yeah, maybe. I'm like, I'm guessing it's gonna be so fucking busy, it's gonna be crazy. Uh oh, that sound, my ears. Is that this thing? Yeah, it's a little loud and annoying, but it is what it is. All right. So we are going to, speaking of sounds that are probably loud and annoying, we are going to play a song from the demo of my fucking band. And the name of that song is Stone to Death, which is very fitting for what's about to happen right now. And I gotta get my shizzle together because I getting close. And Trying to see if there's something to scoop this up. Oof. It isn't covered in cat hair. How about you? God. Nope, there's nothing. All right, so we'll do this by hand. And you look like the winner. So let's take a dab, smoke a bowl, and listen to song Stoned to Death. Cheers, everybody. Oh, good times. I do like the taste of mixing those. Woo! Woo! Whoa. Whew. Let's see here. Let's get this going one more time. Cheers, everybody. Oh, hey, it's Richard. Mr. Alvarado. I coughed. The first dab I did tonight, I'm still recovering. So let's get this finished off at least. There we go. All right. Let's see here. I sure I missed some stuff. Peak lyrics. What actually happened in real life. This is based on a true story of us smoking somebody to death, holding them down with one of those gas masks. My goal is to make a music video. All right, let's see. One day. But I'm fine. It's great to have you with us. Thank you for taking some amazing photos at one of our shows. A couple of our shows. Peak of life. What's your favorite band? Uh, offhand, I don't know. Don't have like a fan. When I was growing up, I'd say Pink Floyd, and they still hold they're still pretty good. I was supposed to see Roger Waters, and it got fucking postponed. So out of the ease of it, let's go with Pink Floyd. Still up there. They have probably the best fucking album ever. The Wall for me is my personal favorite, but also Dark Side is fucking amazing. But all their shit's good. I like even their old shit. So, all right, let's go with that. Sandy, hey Venom, hey Gypsy, hey Shatterdazers. I like that. It's been a while. I hope everyone's okay. And Sandy smiles all around. Hooked on Phonics says hi. Richard, rookie cough. I will try and do better. The first one I did was off of this fucking slurper with the Christmas tree on it. And god damn. I fucking just lost my shit for a minute there. But it's good on. It's great to have everybody with us. It's great to be doing another Shatterdaze. It's these are fun. You know what I mean? It's my day to hang out and not really think about much. But like I said, that last song, Stoned to Death, Condemned to Burn, Richard Alvarado, which I don't know if you're seeing it the same way I would see it, but who's right, meow. Or you might be watching on a phone and be popping up and down or having your guest list. I don't know how the fuck you watch, what the fuck you do. Anyway, the guitarist and riff maestro, if you will, is with us. And quite a smoker himself by every means. He's definitely, when I was saying I have a band that smokes weed and would be able to participate in this show finally, he's definitely someone I had in mind. Yeah, so thank you again for joining us. We got the cat, because the cat's fucking got to be a part of everything. Everyone say hi to the cat, or he just will be offended. All right, so now I guess the question is, do we smoke a bowl, take a dab, roll a joint? I don't have any blunt wraps. Leo, it was really cool. Have a good night. You do the same, buddy. Say goodnight to my cat's ass, because that's what he's trying to get you to do. Oh, good night, cat. Did you see those feet? Did you see those feet? It's okay. He's all right. He likes being held. All right. He's the Ziggs. Yes, Phonics. Spin the wheel. Okay, Sandy. Good call. It's good to have people here who engage, because I need it when I'm dying. Speaking of which, fucking cheers, everybody. That first dab was like getting punched in a fight where you're like, oh, I'm awake now. Holy fuck. I just took a nap too. So Ziggy, Sandy, how are Ziggy's claws? He's still got a pair of fucked up claws, and I don't have my normal vet anymore. She moved. I've had her for like at least 15 years, because as long as I've been working at my job, she's been my vet, and she just moved even farther. She was already pretty far. So Sandy, is that a slice of lemon in your water? Good stuff. It is. I am pretty obsessed with just having a slice of lemon in my water all the time. It's very nice. I really like lemons, and water is good. I finally got to the point in my life where I'm drinking water instead of, that's pretty much all I drink. So, and that's how it should be. Juice. I love juice, and smoothies. So I guess that's not the only thing. Lemon water, good stuff. All right, let's hope that the fucking wheel will be kind to me and not. I don't even know. I think it already hit me with the hardest one. So we'll see. Sandy, I drink a slice of lemon over boiled water every morning. I really like her Earl Grey tea, which is very close to boiled water. And lemon, it's very lemon citrusy. It went back one. To Nada Chong. It went from Bongathon to Nada Chong. It knew. It wanted to give me a nice mellow one. See? You ask nicely, and everything goes. You just have to ask nicely and hope for the best, right? Excuse me. Hooked on phonics. I have a lemon on my lemon tree. What? But it's still green. You have a lemon tree in Colorado? Can I grow lemons in Colorado? Is it inside? It has to be inside, right? Sandy, the universe provides. Sounds like a dude statement. The universe provides, man. The dude abides, and the universe provides. What is it? The universe. I don't know, man. It does its own thing if you're not a jackass. You don't put things up like an idiot. All right, I'm just running out of room. That's the problem. At least I got this. The universe did provide because this is out. I already changed the water and was smoking out of it. And I got a cat in my lap and I don't want to move him. All right. So, Hooked on Phonics. It's indoors. It's in my kitchen, which is awesome. Iron Dreams. The crack provides. I don't know where to go with that. Yeah, it provides some people with something. I'll give you that. I live close enough to downtown Denver to see what the crack provides. It's nothing nice. I just watched that South Park where I have a boyfriend addicted to crack, to butt crack. You like her butt crack? You said it was nice. Ooh, what's in that jar? I see some buds. Yes, my buddy. Did I just put that down there? I don't know why I did that. Anyway, so my buddy grew some awesome nuggage, and I went and hung out there last week, and he gave me some nuggage, and it's very nice. Homegrown is always much better, and he's an awesome guy. He actually, okay, speaking of which, he actually was. I was talking about that. I was doing the show still, and he's like, I would really like to go online and on the internet, and he wants to start a channel on how to do grow tips because he's got a nice grow op. He's got all that shit going. He's in the industry, you know what I mean? He's worked every spot in a dispensary. He's been the retail guy, he's been a trimmer, he's been a grower, he's been like a lead grow, he's done CBD, he's done fucking like hemp, I should say. He's done huge fields, he's pollinated plants, he knows all that shit. He grows in dirt. So he has a lot of stuff, and he has a very consistent good product. And he was saying that he would like to do that, and we were just talking about it. I'm supposed to go there next week. We made plans to go there next week. I have my show next week, which if you're in Denver, free show. And if you're in Wyoming, I have a show in Wyoming coming up, Casper, and somewhere else, the Spotlight Lounge. So if you're in Wyoming and know where that's at, come see Condemned to Burn. That'd be awesome. I think there was another one coming up too. But anyway, so we got to clean this thing out because I keep being lazy, just like I was when I put that away, and don't clean out these dab rigs. And before I take another dab, got to clean one out. So anyway, he was saying he wants to do that. He's probably going to do a YouTube channel. And I told him the problems I've been having, which I'm sure you've heard if you've been watching any of these Shatterdaze. They no longer they've never wanted to support weed channels on this on YouTube is what I'm trying to say. And burp. But they've gotten pretty good at making sure that you don't. You know what I mean? So it's hard to start and get any fans and following because what you're doing is still federally illegal. And I have a feeling that even if it wasn't illegal federally, it's still always going to be considered a drug. Even if it was totally legal, it's going to take like 5-10 years before like people really start being like, hey, they're doing legal stuff. You can show a YouTube channel about vaping. You know, you can show statutory vape, and that guy makes fucking like triple fucking digit figures off of a fucking vape channel, which is, that's legal. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, if you can do that, why can't I dab and do my medicine, which is far more fucking beneficial in my opinion than vaping? So I don't know. It's a weird thing, but I think it's gonna be a while before we have any real good outlet for stoners, because it's already, how legal is it? How many states is it okay to get blazed, and we still kind of get pushed to the side, and fucking, I don't know. Denver's like the most open place ever, and I've gotten fucking kicked out of a few places. And you're like, you can't smoke in like concerts like you used to. All right, Sandy. Neil Young recorded a great song and great album called Homegrown. Look for it on YouTube. Hooked on Phonics. I love Neil Young. I'm a big Neil Young fan too, to be honest. Neil Young's pretty great. I always figured, he has that voice that's almost like a Bob Dylan-y voice. You know what I mean? It's hate it or love it type thing, but I always like Neil Young a lot. I've seen Neil Young. I'm trying to think the tour I went and saw him on. The Village Green. Have you ever heard of that? Iron Dreams. 18 states have legal weed. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not totally legal, but I mean, it's really, it should be getting more accepted. By now, it should be pretty widely accepted, and it kind of is, and it kind of isn't. It's still, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about anything anymore. It seems like all the systems are all fucked. Antonio, they should make growing weed legal in as many plants as you want. That's very true. I agree. It's a fucking plant. I feel that way about. Okay, that describes pretty much how I feel about all drugs, right there. All drugs should be regulated in a sense that if it's a plant that you're growing, it should be legal. It's not until you add chemicals and change it into something that can potentially be dangerous that I have a problem. So, yeah, cover that again. Saw Neil Young at Red Rocks. That'd be cool. Phonics. Yeah, I saw him. God, I can't remember where it was. It was a long time ago. I was pretty stoned, I think. But I remember there was like full play going on. Like people were like acting out shit. And it was called like On the Village Green or some shit like that. It was pretty awesome. Oh, more there. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Sandy, I hear that Red Rocks is an awesome theater. Red Rocks has always been my personal. I don't have a lot of dreams in my life and goals, bucket lists. And to be honest, I got one of them November 7th with my band just this last November. That was start a mosh pit. And they started a mosh pit and were fucking up the barricade and had to be told to stop and shit like that. And fucking, it was great. It was awesome. I didn't hear it, but they were yelling encore and shit. Great time. That being said, another one of my bucket lists is to play at fucking Red Rocks. It's the best place ever. I've had some of the best experiences of my entire life at Red Rocks. Red Rocks spiritually and physically like fucking healed my soul at a time of great despair and reminded me that there's things that I still love and care about. That's how deeply I think about Red Rocks. Yeah, playing at Red Rocks. And my bass player for the band, not mine, the bass player for the band Condemned to Burn is he's played at Red Rocks. I think it was for some school event or something. He played younger. Sandy, yes, Condemned to Burn at Red Rocks. So that's one of them. That's a huge bucket list item on my things in life where I've done well, I've succeeded, I'm happy. There it is. I need that thing. Because Red Rocks is no joke. It's a fucking legit, probably the best stadium ever. All right, cheers, everybody. Oh, nice. Hooked on Phonics. Red Rocks is amazing. It's a must see if you go to Colorado. It's kind of sucks for metal shows, to be honest, because it's steps and there's no safe way to have a mosh pit. And they kind of regulate it pretty hard now because I'm sure they've had massive injuries because it's a dangerous place. I think my girlfriend said one of the most dangerous pits she's ever been in, and she's obsessed with pits, is at Red Rocks because it's fucking stairs on rocks, dude. It's not a place for mosh pits. So you can go left to right a little bit in a mosh pit, but you can fall over, like literally flip over the person in front of you so easy at that place. So it's fucked. That being said, best place ever. A couple of my other bucket list items are a little bit more manageable than that. But it would be to do a couple festivals. So one of the biggest ones is 70 tons of metal. That would be honestly equal to Red Rocks and probably much better publicity wise. You can play at fucking Red Rocks here, and I mean, it's a big, amazing place. Pictures of you up there would be great. And if you had a full crowd, that's thousands of people, but that's not guaranteed metal audience. You know what I mean? Like it'd be weird. Like you'd have to be playing with another metal band or something. It'd be cool. It again, still one of the highlights of my life would be that moment, no matter how it went, almost. And but 70 tons of metal is like this awesome fucking metal festival cruise ship, and like has really tight people who make really close connections and shit and stay in touch with each other. And like it'd be just a great that'd be a dream come true is to play that. Or and the second one was Psycho Las Vegas, which would be a little bit more manageable to play that because it's a Las Vegas one. They're not quite as big, but they're huge. But they get some pretty small bands. Sandy, was that last hit from a not a chong bong? It looks luminous on that hookah light stand, right? It looks good. It kind of looks like it's not lighting up too well because it's already so bright in here, but this thing lights up. I have some cool pictures of the condemned to bong, burn bong. We don't have a perfect name for that bong, but the condemned to burn bong. I had. There we go. What's this one? Yeah. So look how this fucker lights up. This is a show of me, or this was that show I'm talking about. We got a good mosh pit and stuff. See, that's how I bust out the bong, and that thing is just smoking, toking away. So that thing fucking glows too. It kind of looks familiar, right? Look a little similar. When I showed the guys in the band a picture of the bong, they're like, "That just looks like a bong. Like you're just gonna take a bong on stage?" I'm like, "No, it's big. It's not a normal size bong." So awesome. Condemned to Burn bong, definitely worth checking out. This guy is the matching piece, supposed to be the matching piece. I got them at the same time, and they said they were the matching, although they don't look the same. Anyway, close enough. What I really want, I just don't have the money, is to get, and I highly recommend. It's been a while now, a couple of years since I've bought any of these pieces, so I can't tell you exactly how well they've kept up, but they used to be amazing prices for what you're getting. These bongs, they're highly worked, old school style, functional. They're highly functional, and they're just sweet. They have a lot of history with me, so if you're a collector, that's one thing, but usually you don't become a collector just because things are valuable. You become a collector because it means something to you. Chong bongs meant something to me. So these are made by one of the owners of one of the guys who created it and worked there, did the thing. I think he was one of the main guys, was Jonathan Killman. He was like the head guy there. And so for that, what you pay for these is awesome. I think for both of those, I paid like, I want to say maybe 700, which is a lot. But I mean, I've seen people pay that shit for like one tiny bong. That's one of the bigger buys I've ever done, honestly, for glass. Um, but that's 350 a piece, and I'm like, I can do that, I guess. At the time, I had the money, and I guess I'm glad I did it. But they mean a lot. And I have a piece from another guy, Montgomery, Jonathan Killman. I need some RX glass, a couple other pieces. I'd like to own a piece from all the old Chong Bong guys, and I'd like them to make a mini replica dab bong rig, and a copy, a clone would be great too, of my favorite bong of all time, which is my original Chong Bong. So, hooked on phonics. I want to go to 70 tons of metal one day. Yeah, no shit. I have missed Psycho a lot. Not gonna go this year either. I have a 4-month-year-old. Yeah, no shit. A 4 month. Oh, you'll have a 4-month-year old by that time. Yeah. To be honest, Psycho's okay, but I don't love Las Vegas. It's okay. It had a charm to it when I was young and stuff, but as I got older, I realized like I don't the there's a lot of things there that I don't personally do, even though I don't have anything against them. But it seems like it's fun. So here's the thing I was gonna say about Psycho too, that kind of got off topic. One of my big dreams is to do Psycho Las Vegas. Another big dream of mine, because it might be hard to get on the lineup for Psycho Las Vegas, but an idea I had, and I thought this is great. I know a guy from Las Vegas who owns a bar, and he saw us play, and he's like, "You guys can play at my bar anytime you want. You know, you just give me the time and the date, and we'll set it up." I'm like, "Oh, cool." You know, right now off the bat to just drive, it's about a 12-hour drive from where I'm at in Denver to fucking Vegas. So I'm like, it's hard to just say, "Hey guys, let's do a free show probably," and just play in Vegas for fun, unless we had a vacation or something. And personally, I wouldn't be super into that. But I immediately got an idea. I'm like, what would be great is we need to take a band trip, all of us. I want to go with my sister. I want to go with her husband, or yeah, I want to go with my sister and my brother-in-law, and I want to go with my girlfriend, and I want to go with my band. And I want us to just destroy fucking Psycho Las Vegas. But also, right before or right after, like the day before or the day after, I want it to be the day of the Psycho Swim Fest because it doesn't start till the evening usually, or maybe it's after. Well, that would suck. So it has to be a day before or a day after Psycho. I want my band to play at that bar and be like, oh shit, we can't play at Psycho, but we can go all the way out there. The only thing is, it's a little dangerous to take all your shit and have it over there that long. A little. You could just take it with us into the fucking, wherever we go. Either way, I figure that out. It'd be great to do that all in one trip. Go to Psycho, band trip, do this thing, and fucking play at the bar right down the street. And tell people, because you make a lot of friends at Psycho. And I'd be like, hey, if you want to check out the band, and bring a bunch of CDs and demos and stickers and shit like that, because I got all that shit, shirts and all that shit is coming out. Not quite ready for mass distribution and like a website yet, but on the way. So there'll be shit there. I've also thought about a whole bunch of stuff. I've had a website design in mind for a very long time. It's just it hasn't come into fruition yet. But it is now officially time to smoke a bong bowl because I'm done fucking dying on those dabs. I did take it easy on the last few, so I started the night rough. All right, rough. All right, hooked on phonics. I'm in. Doesn't that sound amazing? So it's gonna probably not be this year, but next year, no matter what, is my goal. And then I want to get everybody I can to go to Psycho Las Vegas and do that. And that's considering if everything goes well and everyone's healthy and we aren't already super awesome mega stars owning half the world death clock style. So, you know, but that was my idea for Psycho. And then I can I wouldn't count it off my bucket list, but playing in Vegas during or like I can't decide what would be better. Probably I want to say right after Psycho because you make a lot of friends and connections and I'd hand out again music and flyers and be like, "We are playing here tomorrow night." You know what I mean? At that last night, I'm like, if you're hanging out and got nothing to do, it's party, and that's a huge. What am I doing? Huge goal of mine, but I don't know. You never know what's. I play my life, like I said, really easy. Whatever happens right now, I just want to make the best of it. I want to have a good time and enjoy myself and not get too wrapped up in shit. Um, Try to be healthy, get back healthy, lose a few pounds. I've done a little bit better at that. And yeah, remind myself that shit's not too bad. Could always be worse. And if you live your life like it's bad now and it gets worse later, you'll regret it because you'll look back and be like, shit, I should have fucking just enjoyed myself when it wasn't too bad. You know what I mean? So enjoy your life. If you can sit here and blaze with me, first off, cheers. Second off, at least we got that, At least you got a roof technically above your head right now. If that's not true, at least you're at least looking at this through a screen on a phone, hopefully in a relatively safe place, not being stabbed as we speak. Let's go off that. Cheers. Here's to everybody's safety. That cat, you were ripping my fucking poster off my wall and eating it. I don't know if she's eating it. She just fucking rips the poster. Hey, I'm watching. You just ripped hey. Yeah, you, Missy, Miss Perfect. You only do that when I do my show and want attention. Come on. Come here. Hey, you just ripped my poster off my wall, man. She's ripped up the fucking corner of it. Come here. I'm not mad. I just want to pet you and get you away from the wall. God. Fucking A. It looks like you've eaten half the corner off of everything. She rips apart paper and she loves to tear it into tiny pieces. I don't think she eats any of it because I see a lot of little tiny pieces of paper everywhere, but I don't like it. And this time you just ripped the corner off of the wall too from the fucking thumbtack. I need new walls. I need new. They're those sliding fucking door closet things, and I hate them. So I'd like to change those anyway. What you gonna do? So anyway, that was distracting as fuck. Sandy the panda, yeah, little panda, not Ziggy. Ziggy's asleep right here. His menacing days are not quite over, but he's just mellowed out. He still could be a menace to society pretty easy, which is good. I'm glad he still has that in him. It's just he's mellowed out a lot. Panda, she's still a little rambunctious. Yeah, and she fucking loves tearing apart all my posters. Anyone that's at ground level that she can get to, which is only like 3, 4, and ripped, ripped, ripped. Fortunately, the one behind the door, she hasn't really got to those. So there's a couple there. I'm like, well, awesome. Let's not do that again. I don't want to put any nice fucking posters or frame them. If I had the money, I want to frame all my posters, but that's expensive shit, dude. Frames get expensive when you start adding them up. I got way too many, but it'd be great. Anyway, that's life. Like I said, I'm talking about framing fucking posters. It's not too bad. Right now, it's good. I'm really excited about the band. You know what I mean? It means a ton to me at the moment, and hoping the best for it. And right now, there's only a couple things I'm pushing, forward. I'm kind of just sticking at my job, you know what I mean? Even though it's fucked and I should change out of it, start looking for something new. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna hold on to it because it's something I can just do in my sleep. And I've been there for so long and it makes enough money and it's easy enough that I can just do it and then focus my energy on band. Although I have crazy hours, like 10-hour shifts. So I just kind of sometimes am a little physically exhausted at the end of the day, mentally, and I just want to watch something with my girlfriend, hang out for a minute, and then eat some food. And I got all these cats on me, and I pass out. So, but other than that, yeah, I have big goals in mind, and one of the big goals is to find out a way to do the band and this show pretty much full time, and turn this show into something more than YouTube. Find another way to get us all together. Make sure to take you all with me because YouTube kind of hates us, hates me. If they knew what we were doing right now, they'd probably just say, shut it down. And what I say to that, fuck that. I really appreciate YouTube for letting me do this. I don't charge anybody. I don't ask for ads. I do free content. I just want to connect and make friends. And it feels like every time I want to do something like that, they're like, but yeah, but you're doing drugs. 1 second. Sorry. Cat was making weird noises. I think she just started climbing up my fucking grow tent and then stopped. And it just sounded like something either fell over or the two cats were hissing or something. Anyway, uh, yep, that's whatever I was talking about for you. Cheers, everybody. Like I said, I wouldn't mind finding something. Hey, you freaking out? Why are you freaking out? You just really frisky? Are you just really frisky? What if I? Did I take your joint away? What if I? Here's your joint. She runs right to it too. You love your joint. You love your joint. Come here. Come here and say hi to everybody. You want to say hi? You look like you're very anxious to say. She's very frisky right now. Anyway, that's a good sign. Cats are doing well. That makes me do well. Somehow, I've been able to keep Ziggy relatively happy. I do have to find a new place to get his nails trimmed because they are going crazy. And they told me, they're like, yeah, the normal clippers aren't going to get to that. Apparently, they have better ones. I don't know. I have to hold them down. There's the panda. Oh, give her a little hug there. There's the panda. And it looks like we are worshiping the panda. She has gotten to be a full-sized kitty, and she is a precious kitty, at to say the least. To say the least. Let's get those things away so everyone can see how perfect you are. Um, she's the youngest in the house by some years, so, and she's the sweetest in some ways. She can get a little bit of a, like I said, right now she's really frisky. She was just fucking ripping apart my poster and doing all that shit, but she's good. Um, yeah, taking care of little kitties is an amazing thing. She is loving that attention. She's very happy right now. So the dog is not here. My girlfriend and the dog went to the store to get stuff from the store. Anyway, so they went out, and when as soon as the dog is out and we have the other door shut with the other cats in the other room, uh, these cats are kind of different cats, to be honest. They fucking will follow me and jump on me and love on me, and they just are very, very clingy. When the dog's there, she's on this table. She's not on my lap. And when the dog comes in, the dog's gonna run right up to me and all excited and happy, and I love that dog, and that's fine. She is gonna fucking jump right on the table right in front of everybody. So enjoy the fact that you can see me right now, if that's a good thing. Or if you aren't enjoying the fact that you're seeing me right now, don't worry. The cat will pop up and get in the way soon. We had a nice early start tonight. I've learned that the earlier I start, at least in Denver time, seems like more people are able to show up, and more people I know. We actually saw Billy Bong. Uh, I miss Billy Bong. He's a good guy. He's another guy who grows like a beast. I would love to get more people who grow on here, do live streams, do interviews. I'm actually getting in contact with people who are actually worth interviewing every now and then. Like, not so much, not to be a dick, but people that you will find interesting and have good stories and actually people might know. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. See, that's what I've always wanted to do with this show, is get connections and do shit that is just perfect, huh? Just perfect. So, um, yeah, I mean, I've always said good things are coming, good things are coming. It's because I had a lot of good ideas. Uh, I just got a little bit sidetracked with life, and like I said, I might need a better outlet than YouTube. And to be honest, I do thank YouTube. They've done awesome things for me and help me find all you guys. I wouldn't be here talking with you guys without them. But sometimes you got to move on. Relationships got to build. Sandy, how are things going to get? How are things going to get Tommy Chong for the interview? Sandy, terrible. I personally, to start the whole thing, all I wanted was a price. That's all I need. And I couldn't get a hold of anybody who would contact me back. So he has Instagrams, and I contacted them, and I put on there, I'm like, I know this account is probably ran by somebody other than Tommy Chong himself. I'm interested in doing a paid interview, and I'm a huge fan, and I wanted to start a GoFundMe. Could you please give me an estimate on his availability and his pricing, like something I can put on my page to shoot for? You know, can you give me a number? And no one sent me back. So I hit him up. I hit his wife up on Instagram. And again, both those I'm sure are people, and they get probably a million of those a day. So I'm like, I don't know. If you type in Tommy Chong booking, Tommy Chong interview, Tommy Chong account, Tommy Chong this. What comes up are these third party places that are like, we guarantee we can get any celebrity booked for you for a small portion of like 20% of whatever you get charged for his interview. So what if, I don't know if it's thousands of dollars or something like, so I owe you hundreds of dollars for an interview that I guess you got me. So I don't know. I can't find a way to get a hold of Tommy Chong, or even I just want someone who works for him and could set up an interview. But that, and I'm sure it would be expensive. I'm sure he does it too. I'm like, dude, all you gotta do is set up your laptop, do super shitty style. Not like this one's pretty nice. I hope. I hope this looks decent. You can actually see what's going on these live streams. I don't think my sound is great, and I really got to work on that. But other than that, I really need to put some time and money and effort into that. Although hopefully I can do it with the equipment I have already. I have mics, but I don't know what I would need to upgrade the mic system I'm using now. What I know, I have a pretty strong feeling actually. I know I need to fucking get a use OBS, which is a third party software to stream with. That would change a lot of things. Sandy, sounds like they ignored you because you didn't call with a. I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah, no shit. Yeah, because I didn't have a figure, a money figure. Okay, because I didn't call it a figure. If you would have contacted them and said I've got 10K burning a hole in my pocket, they would have called you back. And I thought about doing that too, shooting them a number. But you know what? On Instagram, I still feel like they'd look at that as spam. I got $10,000 to make you a star, Mr. Chong. It's like, or something stupid. You know what I mean? I don't know if they'd read it. I think they filter that shit as spam, like pretty much everybody. They probably get hundreds of thousands of people just being like drunk, being like, "You made me laugh so hard," like, which is great. But anyway, I haven't found a way. If anybody could help and get contact of a fucking way, any way, to literally his agent. That's what I'm talking about. I just want Tommy Chong's agent to offer them thousands of dollars, probably, because I'm guessing that's what he's going to ask for a fucking half-hour interview. That's all I want. Half hour of Mr. Chong's time. Give me a number. I'll start a fundraiser. We might get it. We might not. I can't pay for it myself, honestly. I thought that would be fun. And you know what? Now I feel bad because I haven't been doing the show as much. I felt when this show had momentum, I had people asking me to do a Patreon and stuff, which I still would love to do because it would help me out a shit ton. Uh, Something like that, and like music videos, another GoFundMe I'm really wanting to do, and it's about fucking 5 grand was the goal. Three minimum, five would be the goal, and then anything above that would be amazing. That's how much a good music video usually runs. Something like that, but I lost a lot of momentum in this show because, again, YouTube kind of, they don't promote stoners, which is fine, whatever. I don't know where to go from here. I heard Twitch is okay, or not Twitch. I think that's just what everyone's doing. Can you do? Yeah, Twitch is live streaming. I think that's where they said that I'd have better luck with, but I don't know. The kitty knows. She just wants to be on the television. Um, Yeah, fucking what do you call it? Tommy Chong was a huge one I wanted to get a hold of. Especially he's only getting a little bit older and probably taking less and less interviews. So I'm like, yep, really wanted to do that. That was a dream. That was a big one. I have quite a few fucking growers I wanted to know and get a hold of. One of which, at least no, two of which have passed away. Unfortunately, hope you're all still with me. Everything blacked out. We're all still good. All right. Someone give me some type of response if everything is still looking good. I will hit this bong and blow it far, far away from the kitty. We're here. Sandy, you're appreciated. I'm going to have to get some water after this, though. Hooked. You're good. Thank you. I just saw everything went black on my computer screen for a second, but now we're here. I thought I got a dope computer, but it's not as dope as I thought. I got solid state drive on it, which I thought was good, but it's very small in size. So I'm like, man, well, that sucks. A good thing it has good external hard drive and also just a non-solid state drive, regular hard drive in there as well. So I'm just like, what you gonna do? It's hard to know what to do and what to invest in when you don't have a lot of money at first. And I feel like I've done relatively well. You know what I mean? I have my studio set up pretty nice, and I can do some good stuff here. Um, I wouldn't mind just recording more music here too. I haven't done any recording here in a long time, and I was starting to get really good results the last few times I did it. So hopefully that'll happen in the near future too. Yeah, I say stay creative, people. You know what I mean? Fun. Do something fun. Do something you like. All right. Sandy, they were listening to you bitching about the system and were wondering whether you would need adjustment. Wow. Shit. They, them. And you know what, though? It's kind of not wrong. Sometimes I will admit what we talk about, again, it's not federally super approved, where it's like, which is bullshit if you ask me. But even when I said bullshit and fuck that, every time I say that, they're like, it's like you have this them. I know you're talking about the them, my favorite. I still haven't shown my girlfriend that movie. Love that movie. But yes, I know that's how it feels. That movie becomes more and more relevant if you're talking about they, them. It becomes more and more relevant every year, if you ask me. You know what I mean? Like, uh-oh, I heard the dog. I have to get crazy up in here. Cheers, everybody. I think I heard the dog. It's kind of easy to hear outside. She gets so excited, and you're about to see a kitty fucking go running probably right up here. You watch right in this area, or even up on the table. You're about to have a cat up on the table, I bet. Because as soon as the dog comes in, she fucking makes a run for this, and then the cat has to hide. Yep, she's already hearing it. All right. Them, they. Yeah, that's a great movie. And it really does. I tried to warn you. Come here. Hey, you want to hop on? No, you're just excited. See, she has to run in here. You already scared her away. You already scared her away. Yeah. Yeah, please come back. Oh, boy. I missed you when you ran away. I missed you when you were over. There we go. Look at the girl. Look at your girl. Oh, she's got so many things on. I can't show you the awesome hoodie she's got. Look at this puppy. Everyone say hello to Phoenix, the best puppy in the whole world, and I missed her. And I will not let her go. She has to stay here. She has to stay there. Now she can go. Oh, do you see that kitty? All right, Frankie. Oh, shit. I finally caught you live. Frankie Washburn. Yep. Okay, I'm letting you go. It's like one of those wind-up toys. Frankie, damn, I'm 2 hours late. Well, hey, better late than never. Let's spin that wheel of dabs. And we'll take a dab together because that fool's cat. Why not? What else is there to do? I'm glad everyone got to see the puppy. She's the best puppy. Ooh, two back. Two back. Which means I need to probably tighten that. Don't like it that loose when it goes backwards that much, but that's all right. This is not a chong again, which I did not clean that bowl out again, speaking of which. But super easy, and it's right there. So we will do another dab out of this little 10 millimeter guy that's just dripping. Alrighty, and yeah, cheers, everybody. Frankie, thank you for joining us. Everybody, thank you for joining us on another beautiful Shatterday night. Catterday. Frankie, I hope you're doing good, man. Glad to see you live. I am doing okay. Do you see the panda over there? You see that cute little panda? Oh, shit. Somebody's excited. All right, so I have a great assistance there. Handoff for everybody's favorite. We are officially sponsored tonight by Beggin' Strips. They gave us this free bag. I have to tell you that. They said you have to smoke a lot of weed, say fuck a lot, and show the dog, obviously. Now, the cat, unfortunately, just stole the show because I brought out a bacon strip. So I'm trying to think about the easiest way to do this. How about I take a little piece? Okay, we're all fighting for it. Hey, look. God damn it, look. Yep, you go over there. You get a little piece too. Now we got you over here. Put you here. Come on. Gotta hop up for it. Gotta hop up for it all the way because you ready to show you? Here, yep. Here we go. There's a girl. Look at this awesome tie-dye. You gotta hold on for 1 second. Look at the tie-dye. Took my hair a little with it. That's okay. Everyone, I would have to freeze frame that. You pause that. Look at the cutest little tie-dye hoodie. I gave you both a piece of the dog's bacon, so cats no more. Frankie, cute kitty and puppy. Thank you. Yes, they are what get me through this world of crap. All right, Sandy, better late than never. Howdy, Frankie. Welcome to the Shatterdaze pod. Exactly. Thank you. And he is one of our amazing ambassadors. Ambassador Sandy. You want to pop up again? She's like, I want more bacon again. Well, she might need another piece of bacon. I guess. Ziggy, of course, he wants bacon. They're going to fight now because there's bacon in the room. Oh, is someone going to take a bite of bacon over here? Oh, I wish you could see it. You can't quite see it in the frame. But there's a dog nosing that bacon. She really loves the bacon. All right, let's get you one more time. See? Oh, let's help you right here because we're about to have some dog action. I did just toss that. There you go. All right. Yeah, hop up one more time for us. There's a girl. Did you hear that cute little snort? She's a snorter. So the dog is if she's not sleeping by my feet or kind of kicking me off the bed slightly, I don't feel right. I like it. She's become a part of my soul, and life wouldn't be the same without her. She's amazing. I love dogs, and I love that dog. Antonio, great stream, but I need to dip. No, it's almost about that time. It's already 9 o'clock. I am still stoned and need to eat and have a good evening. That's my only night off of the week. But we are doing a dab. Everybody's still with us. Let's blaze up. Hey Zeus, checking in. Venom, been a minute. Hey Zeus, how you been? Sorry I missed you there. Hopefully all is well in your world. You want to help up just for fun? No bacon. No go. She is a strictly bacon only lap on. She doesn't like jumping up on my lap on here. Oh, are you still with us again? They all went black again. You guys don't get any more bacon treats, okay? And even if I thought you were going to get bacon treats, they're over here. Still here, blaze away. All right. Jesus, thank you, much appreciated. It's good to, like I said, it's seriously good to have you. It's good to see some familiar faces. I'm probably going to take a dab, smoke a bowl, and call it an evening. But at this point, I don't even know how that's going to happen because the cats are in the way. But we will take that one step at a time and figure it out. So first off, I need my lighter, which has disappeared in the sea of cats on the table. And bacon treats. You guys grab my cat. Did you guys get my lighter? Did you nab my lighter, Ziggy? Ziggy is a terrible lighter thief. That's why I hate smoking weed. Sometimes when he's on my lap, he'll get up, he'll just take it. They all want that bacon. I know. They're not even cat treats, though. I need a... Ziggy knocked over the whole fucking jar or whatever, the whole fucking case of cat treats and ate to his heart's content while I wasn't home. And then I came and then he was just passed out on the fucking couch. Like, so you've had enough treats, mister. All right. I need... What do I need? I need a fucking lighter. God damn it. Oh, there it is. Got it. So much shit in here. All right. Then we put on the lovely finger 1, finger 2. There you go. At least that's a little bit better. Hi, everybody. Hey, Zeus. I'll join you for a dab and hit the hay. Sounds like a fucking plan, right? I still got a little bit to do. I'm probably going to watch something on TV. And oh, there you go. And hit the treadmill. I haven't done that in a minute. It's what I should do. So, Frankie, packing a bowl this minute along with y'all. All right, perfect. I have to clean out this bowl of dab. So this, whatever. I got to clean this out. So the ignition on this fucking dab torch is busted. So I got to light it with a lighter, do that, clean it. Try not to bother the cat too much. She hates it, apparently. So we will dump that out. At least get it warm enough to wipe it out. All right. I'll try and hurry for you guys and for myself, but everyone joining us, please look at my cat sprawled out like that, apparently, is what we're doing. She really likes the camera, dude. She was born with it. I think I had just started the show when I got her. She's a couple years. She's almost like 3 years old now, at least. So, been doing the show for a few years, but there's been a lot of me falling. I didn't keep up with it like I have, and ups and downs with production on the show. I haven't done an episode in a long time. Panda, yeah, she's something else. That cat. And again, I don't bring treats to get them up here. I usually get treats, and if, like you saw, I throw them off to try and get her to fucking not be next to the fucking torch, which I guess I'll just put over this way. So I've always prided myself in that I don't bring these. I don't make her do that. I couldn't make her do that. Like she does that because she wants to, and my cats are their own thing. They're not trained cats. I'll tell you that, or coerced in any way to come up here. In fact, I kind of don't always recommend it. It's not always the safest place, and they got me doing dab torches on my lap. But that's what you do. So we are gonna take a dab, like I said, load a bowl. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one. I also need some water, like terribly, but whatever. We'll make it work. And again, I really appreciate all you guys. Don't have much yet going on other than, like I said, I have a bunch of shows. So anybody, if you give us a like on Facebook or check out our Facebook, it's Condemned to Burn, and a bunch of list of shows. If you're anywhere near Wyoming, near Casper, I should say, in Wyoming, you should come check out that show. We have 2 shows in Wyoming, and then we have like 9 shows or something crazy over the next 4 or 5 months coming up in Denver, mostly Denver. I think there's a couple like Colorado Springs, one of them, so a couple hours south. All right. Panda looks like she's purring. Yeah, she's a little bit on edge too. The dog kind of keeps her a little on edge. She runs in here so much energy, and she's so sensitive. But she's good. If I pet her, she is. Look, Gary. So it's not like she's not okay. So, and it took like almost like a year now for her to be this. But she likes to be. Like I told you, when the dog's here, she's on the table. It's her safe spot. So, and she can see everything. She can. I keep the door open, and I keep the ghost at bay. But for the most part, everything's accessible. So she really likes this little spot. All right, so we got a dab going. It is out of a not a Chong bond because Tommy Chong, despite not answering my thing, is still a hero of mine. And we're going to figure it out. Anybody who can help me out gets finder fees in some way, shape, or form. I'll hook it up. Let's get a hold of Tommy Chong. All I need is a price and a way to get a hold of him. But cheers, everybody. Oh! Tried to blow it away from the cat as a could. Frankie, cheers, everybody. Cheers indeed. It's good times. Like every time in my life, it feels very like always the best things are happening at some of the best at the worst times. Life is classically giving you not what you want, but what you need. And fortunately, I have a lot of things that I need in my life happening. I have a cat, I have good people, I have great family, uh, amazing girlfriend. I'm very blessed. The band is doing well. Uh, the last show we did was one of the best nights of my whole life. And I just want that shit to continue. So, cheers to all of you for joining and helping make a small part of that go on. So, thank you. Actually, get a dump it this time. There we go. Clean it out. So next week, it's not fucking pain in the ass. All right. Hey, Zeus. Cheers, my friend. Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. We are going to load a bowl and do some damage on that bowl. And then we're going to call it a night because I got stuff to eat, stuff to do, stuff to watch. I should be fucking working on stuff, but it's been a long day. Every day is a long day, isn't it? Yeah. As soon as you do something fun, it flies by. Relativity, my friend, is relativity. All right. As Einstein said, relativity is the difference between how holding hands with somebody that you care about, that was his analogy, not mine, holding hands with your special gal feels like a second, no matter how long it actually is. It flies by. Take that same hand and put it on a hot stove, and 1 second can feel like an eternity. That's relativity. Time is not steady, it is fluctuating. And that's how it goes. Sandy, good night. Yep, we're going to take one last toke, though. I am. And if you're out of here, Sandy, as always, I think you definitely deserve the most dedications of bong rips of anybody. You've stuck with us and had amazing times, and your being here, I guess, for lack of a better term, it is super appreciated. Frankie, time is trippy. It is, especially because it can literally change and bend, which has only done a few times for me. Big Moin, Big AZ, I'll call you. Cheers, Shatterdaze, people. Cheers indeed, my friend. Big AZ. Are you in Arizona? I take it. And Sandy, thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Like I said, you deserve all the fucking shout outs and bong rips of anybody. Like I said, you've stuck with us so faithfully, and I appreciate you guys. All you guys help a lot. Like I said, especially now, because I'm it's harder and harder to find me. So, all right, Big Mo. Okay, I like that. Big Mo. Hell yeah, dude. Arizona is pretty cool. It's all right. That's where my grandma wants to move. She's Scottsdale. It's where she's repping Scottsdale, which is like a super. I don't know. It is what it is. But let's take a huge bong rip. You caught us for the end, but not the least. The last but not least of the evening. Good to see you. I made it almost 3 hours. Sorry, Ziggy. I'll be right there. He's like, just get the bacon. Bring back that bacon. That was awesome. All right. We have a bong. We have a cat. We have me. And it's in the order it probably should be. Cat first, bong second, then my lame ass in the background. So I'm not ashamed to admit that. I wear it with pride. Yeah. Anyway, again, thank you so much for joining me with this wild ride on this crazy ball of dirt we call, well, I call it something else. But let's have a good evening, no matter where you are, what you're doing. Be safe, be happy, be healthy, do something creative. Don't do anything destructive. At least that's the best way to do it. It's not hard to live a reasonably sensible lifestyle this day and age. So just be happy, be healthy, and unite this shit. That's what we got to do. You know what I mean? We need to all get a bong. That's the way I say. Fucking, it, it's easy to separate. It's hard to unite, but like everything, the harder things have the better reward. You know what I mean? Being united is a bitch, but that's the goal. You know what I mean? Everything's hard. So, Frankie, yes, we all need to get a bong. So here's to that. Let's all get a bong, and then we'll all get along. Uh, there'd be a lot less of those stadium fights if we could just smoke weed at the stadium instead of drink beer. That will change a lot of things. When blunts here, grab your blunts. How many? You, sir, you look like a backwood man to me. So, uh, anyway, here's to dreaming, and here's to having fun. Like I said, things are starting to escalate a little with the band, and I'm super psyched. So, anybody out there in Wyoming or who wants to go to Wyoming, come to Wyoming, check out our band. Oh, yeah, do me a favor. Everybody who can give me a shout out tonight, you want to do it, go over to the Condemned to Burn fucking YouTube channel and make a comment that of whatever that at least I sent you and say hey, and give it a like. Say what up, Aaron. Skipping in for a quick sec before I gotta go to bed. Sending some good vibes. Hope you all have a great night. I don't often catch the streams, but I'm super proud of the band. Hey, thank you so much. And I was giving myself a shameless shout out. Go check out the Stone to Death music video demo that we have on YouTube. Give it a thumbs up and give us a comment. Would be wonderful. Just saying hey. And that's how you can support me right now. It's the best way to make sure these cats get plenty of. They're gonna get plenty of everything anyway. So, but anyway, I'm trying to take a bong rip. You quit smelling his butt. He doesn't need his butt sniffed. You live with him. I'm sure you know what's up. All right, cats. I love you, but we are going to get one last rid of the kitties. Yep. You want some jerky? You gotta fucking go for it. Ziggy, you want that? You have to get it. There you go. All right. That's how we say night. Aaron, hi, Kays. You have a good weekend. Aaron, if you want to stick around for the last bong rip, please do. We're going to rip this up and have a good night. All right. Cheers, everybody. And like I said, Condemned to Burn. Go to the video. Check it out. Give it a like. Give it a comment. That helps our shit roll. That's the biggest way to help us. Also with Facebook. So, cheers, everybody. Frankie, cheers. Aaron, as I always like to do, everyone who's on the last thing and more. Anyone I can remember, too. So, Frankie, Aaron, Big Mo, Sandy, Sandy, because you deserve it. God, there's so many people. Billy Bond, Kenzie. Fuck, man, it's been a minute. Jesus was here tonight. Owen hasn't showed up in a minute. Miss Owen, where are you? Are you okay? Tell us you're safe. Nick, wherever you're at, have a good one. Spicy Dorito, I hope you're safe and okay. Anybody want to help me out with these? That'd be great. Phoenix says good night. Oh shoot, of course, dress this dog here. Oh, and we're back to not being able to see me, but that's okay because I suck. And compared to cats and dogs, everybody does, right? I'll give me that. Not trying to be too sad. Self-loathing. All right, cheers, everybody. All right. So again, have an amazing night. We will see you next time. From me to you, and this puppy, and this kitty. Ruff. Take it easy and keep it keepy. We'll see you not next week. Next week we have a free show. Anyone in Denver comes to the Squire Lounge off Colfax in Denver. Look it up. We are headlining, and it'll be awesome. Anybody who can get down there, do. And you can take a picture with the Condemned to Burn bong and the whole nine. It's a great time. One more rip because we're here and I can actually see you now. You have an amazing night. Take it easy. Keep it keefy. Happy Shatterdaze.